Every time you explain yourself, you are confessing that you need their approval. And they can feel it. You made a decision. A real one, not impulsive, not careless. You thought it through, you waited, and you moved. And then someone questioned it. And you explained. And then you explained again. And then you started to wonder if maybe they were right. That spiral starts with explanation. And the Stoics knew exactly why. When you explain yourself to someone who did not ask for an explanation, you are communicating something beneath the words. You are telling them that their opinion of your choice matters enough to warrant a defense. You are treating their potential disapproval as a threat worth neutralizing. And in doing that, you have handed them power over your internal state. Marcus Aurelius understood this from the inside. He was emperor of Rome. He could have justified every decree, every campaign, every hour of his time. Instead, he wrote in private. He processed his reasoning internally. What faced the world was not explanation. It was action. Think about the men you have encountered in your life who carry real authority. Not positional authority, not the authority of a title or a loud voice. The kind that exists before they open their mouth. You will notice they do not explain much. They say what they are going to do and then they do it. Or they simply do it. The explanation never comes. And somehow that makes you trust them more, not less. Because explanation, when it is not requested, is almost always an attempt to control how someone else feels about you. And control of that kind is impossible. You cannot think your way into someone else's approval. You cannot construct the perfect sentence that makes them understand you fully and agree completely. It has never worked. It will not work. And every attempt costs you something. Epictetus said that men are disturbed not by things, but by their opinions about things. The opinion you are most disturbed by is the one you fear someone else is forming about you right now. That fear is what drives the explanation. And the explanation feeds the fear. Because once you start justifying, you have implicitly agreed that justification is required. There is also something else happening that most men do not see. When you over-explain, you are not just defending your decision. You are actively teaching others how to engage with you. You are showing them that pushback produces a response. That doubt produces a monologue. That questioning you is worth doing because eventually you will either convince them or fold. Either way, they win the dynamic. The Stoic alternative is not stonewalling. It is not contempt or dismissal. It is something quieter and harder, genuine indifference to the verdict. Not performed indifference, the kind where you say you do not care while clearly caring very much. Actual indifference. The kind that comes from being so certain of your own reasoning that external review becomes genuinely optional. That certainty is built internally. It comes from doing the work of self-examination that most people outsource to others. The Stoics called it reason. They believed every man had access to it and that using it consistently was the foundation of a well-lived life. If you have used your reason, if you have checked your decision against your values, if you have considered the consequences and acted deliberately, then what is there to explain? You already had the conversation. You had it with yourself. This is where most men find resistance. Because explaining feels like honesty. Like openness. Like connection. And sometimes it is. There is a version of sharing your thinking that is genuinely useful, where someone has a stake in the outcome, where the exchange is mutual, where you are actually open to updating based on what comes back. That is not what we are talking about. We are talking about the reflexive explanation. The one that fires automatically when you sense disapproval. The one that begins before you have even checked whether the other person's opinion is relevant to you. That explanation is not honesty. It is anxiety wearing the mask of communication. Zeno, who founded Stoicism, reportedly said very little. What he said was chosen carefully. The Stoic ideal of speech was close to the Stoic ideal of action, deliberate, purposeful, free of waste. Every word that comes out of your mouth is a small act of leadership over your own narrative. If you spend those words defending yourself to people who have not earned the right to challenge you, you are wasting the resource. There is also a practical reality here. Most people who challenge your decisions are not doing it because they have better information. They are doing it because your movement makes them uncomfortable. Your choice to change, to build, to risk, to refuse, highlight something in their own lives that they have been avoiding. Your explanation will not resolve that. Nothing you say will make them comfortable with their own stillness. Only their own movement can do that. So when you explain yourself to that person, you are entering a negotiation you cannot win. The terms are designed to end in your capitulation or your exhaustion. The Stoic move is to recognize the dynamic early and decline the invitation entirely. Not rudely. Not dramatically. Just quietly, firmly, without spectacle. You are allowed to make decisions and not discuss them. You are allowed to move in a direction and not announce it. You are allowed to disagree without producing a case. You are allowed to be misunderstood and let it stand. That last one is the hardest. Letting it stand. Watching someone have an incorrect or uncharitable interpretation of you and choosing not to correct it. That requires a level of internal security that most men have never built. But when you build it, something shifts. Not just in how others see you, though that shifts too. In how you see yourself. There is a kind of self-respect that only comes from consistent non-reaction. From discovering, over and over again, that you do not need the verdict to keep moving. That the absence of approval does not hollow you out. The inner citadel the Stoics described is not made of stone. It is made of thousands of small decisions to stay grounded when the world wants you to defend yourself, perform yourself, justify yourself. Each time you choose silence over explanation, you add to it. Each time you let a challenge pass without scrambling to answer it, you get more solid. Explain yourself to your own reason. That is the only court that matters. And when that court has ruled, you do not need to appeal to anyone else.